Brothers, sisters, the Celestial Energy, Brother Wisdom, what's going on, guys? All right. Um, Walking out in the garden. Um, Linking into, well, let's start it off this way. We look at how the great structures that our ancestors built, the machinery, the ships, everything that they built, which is completely been erased from our history, okay? And these white folk made sure that that part of us was erased because they didn't want us to know that we were some of the greatest creators on the planet. All right? They didn't want anyone to know about our machinery that we had that flew across the air. We had machinery that ran on that flew across the air. We made it from wood. We made it from metal. We had crystal machines. I mean, it goes all the way back. All right. You have to understand that we were in a completely different mindset. All right. And this message here is talking about linking into your higher self. Or, well, which is your higher self. All right. What you got to understand is that in order for us to have created such great things, we couldn't have done it in this lower self state. We linked into our higher self. And when you link into your higher self, this is the psychic mind. All right, this is what they call the psychic mind. You know, when you go into the quantum mind, you know, and you got to understand, remember the word quantum as the ability to use less physical force as possible. That's what quantum means. So we were in a state of a quantum mindset where in a quantum mindset, time does not exist. All right. Time didn't exist nowhere on the planet. All right. So what we did was we linked into our higher self, and our higher self, all right, which is literally the what you call the game maker. All right. And through our higher self, that psychic mind, we were able to do things in from what they call otherworldly thoughts, or our higher mind linked into other worlds within this realm and other worlds within the multiverse or the microverse, however you want to call it. We linked into other worlds, and therefore from that point we were able to create great structures and great machinery, great devices. And this is what helped us to literally design every facet of technology, intelligence, everything on the planet. All right. We literally created everything on the planet. All right. So, you know, the key point is to understand, you know, I look through a mirror darkly. And when you say I look through a mirror darkly, that means, you know, you got your eyes closed and you see your higher self, and you'll see your higher self talking to you. Sometimes, you know, you close your eyes and see the mouth was moving, you see the face, that's your higher self. All right. Some of you guys may know my government name, which is Terry. But then I have a higher self, which is Sigma. All right. They showed you in the movie or the show Moon Knight. All right. And this guy's lower self was named Steven, and his higher self was named Mark. And Mark is always want to be overpowering for Steven. Mark wanted the higher self. So basically the higher self always wants to be in charge. Why? Because the higher self is stronger. The higher self has more knowledge. The higher self is more intuitive. The higher self is more watchful. All right. The higher self is highly, highly vibrational. The higher self doesn't allow emotions to attack or take over. The higher self knows what to do. The higher self knows how to stay in balance. All right. So that's, that's the whole part. Even when you look at that cartoon, Avatar: The Last Airbender, you got Aang, but they never really tell his higher self. They say he's Avatar. But when he goes into his higher self, his eyes turn a certain color. And that's the same thing that I saw in that show, Moon Knight. When Steven allows Mark to take over, it's like his eyes just, goes that way. And then Mark takes over. So that show, Moon Knight, is a perfect example of your higher self and lower self. Steven is, clumsy, and, he's got knowledge, lots of knowledge. Your lower self has lots of knowledge, but this is your higher self. So, you look in that mirror that they have on that show is literally representing what's within you. You see yourself within you, and therefore, you're not looking directly into a mirror, but you see yourself within yourself. Now I look through a mirror darkly, and you see yourself within yourself. And that being within you wants to take over. Therefore, when that being within you, that organism, which is your higher self, takes over, and then your higher self will let another higher self take over. I mean, come on now. This is, like we said, talk about the multiple renditions of ourselves. And therefore, from that point, you will be able to create so many great devices, machinery, you name it, intelligence, technology, when it would take literally 30,000 white folk to, like, it took but 40,000, I think 40 or 50,000 white folk to build CERN. And it would take maybe 30 or 40 of us all together, linked into our higher selves, to create some of the greatest machinery intelligence ever known. All right. So it was our higher selves that we linked into that allowed us to create the pyramids. I mean, and all the other machinery. Like I said, these white folk have our history wiped out. All right. If it was not because of the Akashic records, we would not know anything. The Akashic records literally has everything recorded for us to link into. All right. And you can just go within yourself and say, I link into the Akashic records within me. And whatever knowledge you need to know on whatever subject, and you just sit there in meditation and say, I link into this, and I want to know, knowledge of this or that or that. All right. And that knowledge will come to you. Now, let's say, for instance, your name is Paul. Your name is Paul. And let's say your higher self is Saja. Your higher self is Saja. So you're Paul. You got some knowledge. You're strong. You're intellectual. You're outgoing. On and on and on and on. And you get into a situation where you yourself cannot understand things, or you need a more stronger part of you. You can go directly within yourself right then and there. Close your eyes, see yourself, say, Saja, you take over. And you'll feel that energy rushing right through you. And that's just your higher self now linking in. Now, once you do that, you're going to go into a different meditational state, and your vibrations are going to be higher. Your frequency is going to be higher. Your third eye, your crown chakra is just going to be on blast. You're going to feel that, because you're going to feel everything. You haven't left yourself. It's just that your higher self has literally trumped, taken over. All right. Now you begin to have different knowledges and, understanding who you are. And then you'll understand the reason. You'll understand the reason why you must build your strength, build your powers. All right. So this is linking into your higher self. This is allowing, your psychic mind. Your higher self is your psychic mind. Let's just say that. All right. Because without your higher self, there is no psychic mind. Your higher self is your psychic mind. That's the part of you that literally awakens everything around you. All right. That's that part of you that awakens everything around you. That's that part of you that allows you to be the strongest, the most powerful. All right. And like, these white folk, the most feared thing that they have on this planet is us awakening. Like everything, even they fear our awakening even more than they fear the energy from the sun. They fear our awakening greater than that energy that's coming from the sun. That's how grand our awakening is, because they know who we are. And the key point is for you to link into your higher self, and you just go right into, you can go into meditation. You don't have to go into the proper methods of meditation. You just close your eyes and see your higher self and call on your higher self. Your higher self always has a different name from the name that you already have. That's why it's important, So if you want to know your higher self, the name of your higher self, because the way I found out was in the bathroom. All right. I was in the bathroom. Don't get no crazy thoughts. I was looking in the mirror and I was staring directly at myself. And I was just looking right into my eyes. It was like I could see the depths of my soul. And I said, what is my name? It was just so strange. I said, what is my name? And the voice cried out through my mouth, your name is Seema. Oh, so so that was my higher self speaking to my lower self, letting me know I'm here. All right. So this is how you allow. This is your psychic powers. Your higher self and the psychic powers is pretty much the same thing. Your psychic power, your psychic ability, it's your higher self taking over. All right. Remember, hollow soul, no baggage, clear mind. All right. A clear mind. Your heart light as a feather. All right. That's the 3 key points. And you can link into your higher self. And this is where you be able to build and create greater things than what you could ever imagine. Like we said, the white man, he has so many different things. He and his reptilian fathers have so many different things that they want you to do, to focus on, going to work and do this and do this. One day, not too long ago, it was like this urge came to me. I know they was honing in on my radio frequencies. Oh, turn to porno on, turn porno on, turn porno on. I was like, man, fuck y'all. And then one day, one of them was trying to fuck with me about about something. I forget what it was. And I said, I know who the fuck this is right now. I said, and you about to get fucked up, so you better get the fuck on. And for some reason, I felt that because they tried to hone in on my radio frequencies and try to get me to do. Oh, it was trying to get me to take my while my car was driving, was trying to get me just to throw the car in park while I was driving, knowing that it would tear the transmission up. So it's like they knew I was driving, and they honed in, and then I started cussing them out, and then I could feel the essence of whatever they was beaming in on me leaving. Here's the thing about it: we have radio frequencies, brothers and sisters, and just because they come and try to attack you mentally doesn't mean that you're singled out, because they do it to all of us. They're watching us. That's why they have satellites everywhere. That's why they have these cell phones with the cell phone towers with microwave ovens or whatever everywhere, because they use that. That's their only way to link into our organic radio system. They created inorganic radio system. Okay, so it's important, to be able to understand how linking into your higher self, and like I said, it's all through you just having that time of meditation. Palms up on your lap. In your nose, out of your mouth. And just say within yourself, I invite my higher self to appear before me. So it's the key in this is just to understand that you allowing your higher self to take over. Your higher self you ask, how do you do this, speak this language? I said, just know it. And it's your higher self that knows the language to speak. It's your higher self that speaks the language. It's your higher self that goes into the highest parts of the cosmos. It's your higher self. And like we said, the pyramids, everything that we built here on the planet, all the machinery, everything that we built, the weaponry that we built was built from your higher self. And your higher self is your psychic mind. That's your psychic mind. Discipline. Gotta have your mind disciplined. You can't allow anybody to come in or anything to come in and infiltrate your mind. That's why I tell brothers and sisters, like, all this video game playing and the rap music and all this stuff. And most of the time I listen to classical music because it's relaxing. Don't have no words involved. Nobody talking. I try to listen to some reggae, and the brothers talk about killing each other and all that, and I'm like, wow, that's where our people are at right now. They just asleep in this fucking system, and some of them still asleep and refuse to awaken, and they just think it's so glorious to kill each other and not even go after the real enemy, to take the enemy out. It's kind of crazy. We take the enemy out, we take the problems away. But as long as the enemy is not taken out, we can't take the problems away. But the only way that we can get to the enemy is through our higher selves. Therefore, you build your powers. All right? And all your weapons are within you. You don't have to go and find the biggest gun and pay all this money for it. This energy within you is free. And you can make walls be built right in front of you. You can make the wind come down, and the wind can literally turn into a sickle. You can make the water turn into a spear. You can make the fire just spread everywhere and make the fire turn into lava. I mean, it's your psychic mind. Your psychic mind. This is where the power is. I mean, others used to say, why don't you show us anything? Because like I said, when the time comes and I need to use it, I'll use it. But it's not for show. I know what powers I have. Whew. Had a lower day at the gym. And then I'm trying to work out here in this garden. I need to relax my ass. But, I know what powers I have. I know what abilities I have. I know all about me. I don't have to prove anything to anyone else, but my duty is to show you all the proper way. got 36,000 subscribers. I just looked at it a couple days ago, but only about 3,000 of them actually watch. I'm like, wow, where's the other 33,000? Like I said, if you have subscribers, you want them to watch, but a lot of people subscribe because things sound good, and then they don't go back and, go to this and go to that. So, like I said, the key in this right here is understand that your higher self is waiting on you, is right here within you, waiting on you to awaken. That's what your higher self is. It's waiting on you to come to awaken, or waiting on you to call to say, I need to know my name. But you have to go in and look in that mirror. You have to look directly into your eyes, stare in your eyes. And you have to say it softly, not aggressively. What's my name? Tell my name. Just what is my name? And your higher self is going to tell you, but you got to make sure you have a clear heart, clear conscience, hollow soul, no baggage. All right. So, I hope you all got information from this here so that you'll know directly how to link into your higher self or your psychic mind. And it only take a couple seconds. It's no long drawn out thing. You ain't got to do no dancing rituals and running around a tree and stand on top of your head, jumping out of a plane, none of that. You ain't got to swim in the deepest ocean, and you ain't got to eat mushrooms and all this other stuff to link into your higher self. You can just do that now, and it's all about where you want to be. All right. If you really want to tap into your higher self, if you really want to tap into your higher powers, you will be able to do this right now. Right now. Like I say, you don't need psychedelics. That's why Thoth said so profoundly, why are you looking here and there for the kingdom of God? The kingdom of God is within you. Your higher self is within you. Yeah, you can eat those mushrooms or whatever else you do, and they may take you somewhere, but not where you need to go. All right, because you got to understand that you got to be able to have control of yourself. When you're doing things like that, you have no control of yourself. Right? Yeah. The psychedelic is controlling you and not you controlling you. All right. Which means that you're not in tuned at all. You're not in tuned because the psychedelic is controlling you and not you. All right. So the key in this right here is to understand that in order for us to build great machinery, great structure, great things, you got to look into your higher self. I've been looking into my higher self. And like I said, I'm getting ready to work on a couple seeds. Some other things that I've been thinking about. We just got to come together. And, all of us, wherever you are, just come together. If you don't have any place, anyone to link into, you have this community right here on YouTube. Everybody can link into this community so that you all can communicate together. It's important to communicate. All right, so we get some ideas. But this is all about linking into your higher self. You see how easy it is? It's nothing drawn out. It's nothing. I'm not asking for no $4,000 or $5,000 for this lesson. How to link into your higher self. One thing I want to do is make sure that you are on time and online. That's all I want to do. All right. I pass this on to you, brothers and sisters. All right. Hope this helps you out some. It's your higher self. Now, one other thing. When you start looking into your higher self, you gotta understand the frequencies within your body are going to begin to flow at a hyper rapid pace, and your vibrations are going to rise. You're going to feel a little warmer. You might get a headache, all right, because that'll be a pretty much new energy for you, but it'll go away as time goes by. It'll go away, and then you'll be able to just easily shift in and out, in and out. Anytime I need to, I can shift in and out my higher self anytime I need to. All right. And it's just like this automatic. Okay. So that's what we're going to have to be. All right, brothers and sisters. It's all simple. It's right here. It's in the mind. All right. You can make it hard. You can make it easy. All right. If you make it hard and easy, you know, it's on you. All right. It's all on you. All right. I carry this on to you, brothers and sisters. I'll catch you guys later. All right. You know the deal. All power to the most chakra, celestial, angelic beings. May chaos bring people ever and ever and ever. Remember, chaos brings change. Chaos is understanding. You got to go into your higher self. Let your lower self go. You got to sacrifice that. You got to sacrifice the lower self so the higher self can come and play. And then, after that sacrifice, then you can transform back and forth into your higher self and lower self anytime you desire. All right? Higher self is never going to beg you. It's just that you're going to be like, you know what? I need my higher self to take this over because I can't do it by myself. Yeah, that's the way it's going to be. All right. I'll catch you guys later. You know the deal. Oh, that's right. I already said all that. All right. Much power to you all.